Quinn, I emailed Finland about the hook hangers on the pencil.
Yeah.
And,
Jacob Wheeler, who led on day one, led on day two, is still in the lead with only one angler left.
I'm freaking wild. I'm really cool.
I think I'll have a really good shot at winning. My goal, if I catch 10 pounds, it's over.
One by one, the anglers have fallen, unable to reach Wheeler's two-day total. The champion is Jacob Wheeler.
You have come a long ways and won $100,000. Congratulations to you.
Jacob Wheeler, your 2011 PFL
Baby, yes, sir. Oh my gosh, a freeloader.
Announces, he got it done. Jacob Wheeler, $1 million for 21-year-old Jacob Wheeler.
When you think of a tournament bass angler, you don't really necessarily think of Indiana being where the home of top touring professionals is going to be living at. My journey started there. You know, that's where I grew up, and I lived 5 miles from downtown Indianapolis. I was a kid that just was ate up with it. Like, it really wasn't that cool back then. So like, I never deviated from that. I truly felt like from the get-go, that's why I was on this earth, to fish.
Wheeler, the thought of winning $100,000, more money than he's ever made in his young life, is beginning to sink in.
We sort of moved on to wanting to pursue this as a profession. Like second grade career day, I was a professional bass angler. And so like I focused all my energy, you know, throughout my life just to like get to that point. And that's a lot of where it sort of started. I fished junior tournaments, get in the boat with people, and I would just want to learn. Just a world that you could not learn it all. I remember sleeping in a hotel parking lot and plugging in the power, and they would come out, unplug my stuff, and I'd get back up and plug it back in, and plug it out, I'd plug it back in, and like I ended up tying for the win. I ended up making $4,000. I mean, dude, way more money than I've ever freaking made. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm rich. You know, I was at 19 to win the All-American, hoist that trophy, my family around me. That gave me an opportunity along the way, and to get to that point, and then go on to win the Forest Cup the following year. It was insane. It's just like I still can't.
Give you the Forest Cup, and I hope you'll treasure it forever.
Oh look, another mackerel. It's coming out of Bronco bug, cleanup crawl, like all that stuff. That was Jake just like Frankensteining baits together, cutting chunks of plastic, putting it here, shaving thickness off of like, I mean, it was all like ground up.
So like when we started to create what is CrushCity and what you see now, it was it's a 2-year process.
I'm trying to see something, still in my own lane. They did not see me coming. If you know, you know, you know, it don't get much better than this. Just like a lunch. Wait till you get a load of this, so it's on. So just really want to know, are you ready for this?
When Dan came to me, he's like, look man, like, hey, we want a full line of soft plastics. Like, you design it, you figure it out, it's a clean slate, you tell us what you need to win tournaments. That's literally how it started.
The right thickness, the right durometer of plastic, like the amount of detail and specs that went in working with Jake, but this is just sitting in his backyard, throwing stuff in his pool. I mean, this is the ground level. This is where it starts. It starts with Jacob Wheeler's mind.
So 80 total.
That would be right.
It sounds wild, but that's what it is. There's a lot going on in there, and that dude knows a lot of stuff because of all that experience he's had.
So I worked with Dan a long time. You know, he's like a really great friend of mine. Like he's just a great dude. You know, I've been around Kyle a long time.
Oh my gosh, he's up by 121 this morning. 14, 14, 10, 14, 10.
10,
14,
14.
10.
Yep.
14, 10. 14, 11.
Where it went down, be part of the community.
You want to do is
Jake,
working on my 5 here.
What's your spinning rod status?
Water.
This guy's a pretty good fishing guide, I'd say. I'm gonna need another one of those freeloaders. They're over there.
They were really the first company that stuck their neck out for me and said, hey, look, we're gonna support you and we believe in you. So let's make this thing happen.
Dude in the back of the boat, watch what they're doing, and then cast over them. This guy to get his rod tip out of the way, so you can then just like, you go high. You go real high. You know, dude, I crushed him today. I wrecked him, you know, and it kind of like, crush, yeah. And it was like the more we talked about it with Finland and like the entire rest of the world, the team, even though there's language barriers, everyone got it.
What was that?
There's a high probability of bass biting today. I have a lot of
So you gotta work on that all season, off season. I'll try to work on my time.
It's that moment in time when everything is just clicks on the water. It doesn't happen every day. When you go to the lake and you get on that pattern, it's just those magical moments that happen a few times in life and you just crush them. To me, those memories, that's like my mindset of like where I see the brand and what CrushCity is to me.
I told people that I thought I was gonna win AOI before I won in the league.
Dude, that was pretty sweet.
You know, and then there's me, I'm not an elite series angler, but I'm passionate and I love to catch fish.
My buddy Justin Martin, you know, known very well for duck hunting and that's what he does day in and day out, but he's a hell of a fisherman too.
They've crushed the hard bait game and for them to dump into plastics, it was kind of like, this is serious, like this is a big deal.
You know, and starting in 2024, you know, we got our boy DC.
Give us a Tennessee shad. Slow fall always catches.